How y'all doing? Trying to get comfortable, everyone. Sometimes your pillow might not do exactly like it usually do, but you have to fix your pillow. Trying to get comfortable. There we go. Turn it this way. I almost got it. There we go. Ooh, yeah. How y'all doing? This is Miss Ashley Denise Carter from Shubuta, Mississippi. This is me and my kids. Well, our podcast, Chrisshawn Darnell Clark and Damien Tyrese Clark. Damien Tyrese Clark, my 12-year-old. Chrisshawn Darnell Clark, my 16-year-old, my ninth grader. My fifth grader, my ninth grader. So, welcome to our show, and I am their mother, Miss Ashley Denise Carter, and I am your host because this is our podcast. So, God bless you all around the world. So I start off, how I love my son, Chrisshawn Darnell, Clark, 16, and in the ninth grade. How I love my son, my baby son, Damien Tyrese Clark, that's 12 years old, in the fifth grade. How I love my oldest son, Chrisshawn Darnell Clark, in the ninth grade. He has autism. He's very special to me. Both of my sons are special to me. How I love my two sons with all my heart. Hi. Welcome to my show, everyone. Welcome to our show. I usually would say my show, but to me, when you got two sons, it's our show. Till there, I be glad when everything get to situated the right way and everything where you can see them on my YouTube, our YouTube. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing this. It just keeps you connected with your family. That's all I know about on that part. So it's like 10. I'm gonna say it's like 10:37. It was 10:37, but it's 10:38 now. So we have to checking up on both of my two sons. You're gonna put the SON apostrophe S, and then you're right. I'm gonna write Chrisshawn Darnell, Darnell, and Clark, CLARK. So I'm gonna drink a little of my coffee. Everyone is something else running a what you call TV show on YouTube. You got to have everything together, but you can write things down write things down as you go. I had a clear mindset for today. And on Thursday, it's Thursday. And it's February the 22nd. So how was everybody's day today? Cause I know my day went pretty fair today. I got plenty rest, y'all, where I could be able to get online and keep y'all around the world entertained. Amen. Getting a lot of rest on this Thursday. It's Thursday night. We're gonna call it Throwback Thursday night. I mean, you gotta do the best you can. Throwback Thursday night sounds like a plan on there. So I'm gonna write throwback. Throwback Thursday. That makes sense. Throwback. It's so many different memories you have when your children be little. Um, Chrisshawn's birthday is November the 26th, 2007. I had finished school May the 25th. And I'm right up here. September the 4th, 2011. It was so much going on. The years passed by so fast. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I gotta write down the time. It's got 10:42. So I'm trying to write down the times and stuff because it's so much stuff going on. I put my password in, y'all. We'll be checking up on Damien Tyrese clapped my 12, y'all. 10:40. 10:40. Yes. Hey, excuse me. I was trying to check on my baby son, Damien. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Did he do all right today? When he got out of school, that's what I was checking on. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Well, whenever you get to talk to the next nurse that come in there, tell them to pass the message to him, or you pass it for him to tell him mommy had called and I was checking up on him and have a good day at school tomorrow. Tell Damien.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a blessed night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Night.
So I checked with the nurse. So I called at 10:44 p.m. Okay. Checked up on Damien around these times. 10:44 p.m. to 10:45. So the nurse said, for she know, he had a good day. Damien had a good day on Thursday. Okay, that's good to know. So far, so good. Now it's 10:46 p.m. and I need to call and check up on Chrisshawn. I'm calling Chrisshawn on 601-489-4221. I already checked up on Damien at 601-849-2575. So let me see. It's 10:46. I was trying to call it 10:46, but now it's 10:47 p.m. So that's what I'm about to do. Call it that time, because the time passed by so fast you be trying to call.
Nurse station.
Yes, ma'am. Can you switch me to the south end?
One moment.
Thank you. 10:47.
Southeast.
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
This Miss Ashley Carter. I was trying to check up on Chrisshawn. How Chrisshawn was today?
He was good.
Did he do all right with his medicine and stuff? He had like a, kind of like easier day today.
Yes, ma'am.
Did he talk any today?
No, ma'am.
Ah, man. Well, tell him whenever you get to see him that mommy was calling. Who am I speaking to?
Annie.
Miss Annie, nice to talk to you. I just be want to check in with my baby and stuff, see how he been. My oldest child, and I checked in with his brother. They said he had went to bed, but it don't hurt to call to keep yourself together, just to know your babies are resting.
Most definitely. Yes, ma'am.
I just, it just keeps me together over here. Cause I just like to check in to see what they were. But did they do any kind of like painting? Do any kind of artwork or anything today?
I'm sure they took him outside or something. I came in at 3, so I'm not really sure what they did before that, but I want to say they did something with him because they've been down that hall so long and got him out the hall.
So everything ain't been no kind of viruses or anything been going on, or everything kind of together.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all been make sure y'all spray all that Lysol, cause they still say it be viruses is out though. And I said, well, I doing the best I can to protect myself from everything.
Yes, ma'am.
I buy Lysol and then like you gotta watch like like the people you be around. I mean, when people tell me stuff at church, I be a skedaddle and went on out the door somewhere trying to find some lifestyle. Cause it's like when I be downtown, somebody will say something about that virus, and I say, okay, I need to get away from these people because they talking about stuff.
Yes, ma'am. Well, they're calling me down the hall.
Well, you be blessed, man, and tell Chrisshawn to have a good day at school. And mommy loves him.
I will.
You have a good night, ma'am.
You too, dear.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So I chatted with Chrisshawn's nurse to 10:50. So she said Chrisshawn's gone to bed and he had a good day. So he had a good day, good day. My son, my oldest son, my oldest son, okay, my oldest son had a great my oldest son had a great day today. Today on Thursday. Excuse me, y'all. So my oldest son had a good day. He's gone. Is he gone to bed? Has gone let's see. He's gone. Okay. You say gone to bed or he's in the bed sleeping. That is good to hear. Yes. So I call it 10:42 to 10:43, 10:44 to 10:45 for Damien Tyrese, my 12-year-old, my 5th grader. So I checked up on Chrisshawn Darnell Clark, 10:46 to 10:47 to 10:50. Talked to his nurse. She said he had went to bed. He had a good day. And they also said Damien had a good day as well. He had went to bed. So I'm gonna say, how I love, love, love my two sons. How I love my two sons. Chrisshawn. We're gonna do like Chrisshawn Darnell Clark, and Damien Tyrese Clark, my 12-year-old fifth grader, Chrisshawn Darnell Clark. My 16-year-old, my ninth grader, born November 26, 2007. And my 12-year-old was born September the 4th, 2000, you say 2011. And the day is February the 22nd, 2024. 2024. So checking up on both of my two sons, Chrisshawn Darnell Clark, and Damien Tyrese Clark. My 12-year-old, I checked up on Chrisshawn Darnell Clark. My 16-year-old, my ninth grader, Damien Tyrese Clark, my 12-year-old, and my fifth grader. So we will be checking back in with Damien Tyrese Clark, Chrisshawn Darnell Clark, my 16-year-old, checking back in with Damien Tyrese Clark, my 12-year-old, my fifth grader. And then we'll be checking back in with my ninth grader, my 16-year-old, on how their day will be tomorrow. So God bless you all. God bless you all. I want to dedicate my show to Samuel Carter, RGB Carter. Dedicate my show to my youngest son, oldest son, Chrisshawn Darnell Clark. My 16-year-old, he has autism. My ninth grader. Dedicate my show to my fifth grader, Mr. Damien Tyrese Clark. My 12-year-old, my fifth grader. So both of my two sons, I want to dedicate my show to my kids because they're going to private school, and when they come back, they will be a part of the podcast. Our podcast, and I am your host, Miss Ashley Denise Carter from Shubuta, Mississippi. Peace, peace, and blessings to you all. So I'm gonna say, how I love my sons, Chrisshawn Darnell Clark, hey, Damien Tyrese Clark. How I love my 16-year-old and my 12-year-old, my fifth grader, my ninth grader as well. How I love my sons with all my heart, heart, heart. I always gonna dedicate my show. Rest in peace to Uncle Willie J. Brown. He loves his nephews so much. He always was making sure that I always catch them when they was doing stuff as they was little. And he was the best uncle in the world to them. Great uncle to my two sons, Chrisshawn Darnell Clark and Damien Tyrese Clark. That was the best uncle they had. And rest in peace to Uncle Willie J. Brown in heaven. And rest in peace to my best friend, Demetri Sterling. He gave me a lot of encouragement to be who I am and never let people get in the way of you singing for the Lord. If you meant to sing, keep doing what you're doing. No matter how people act funny in groups and different stuff and try to run you out your church by them trying to be who they want to be. But the thing is, the whole time, I love the Lord. And even though people want to do their own kind of, rendezvous of trying to, make money, I guess, singing, but I sing for the Lord for free. So, and when I was singing, I love you, Jesus, hey, I worship and adore you. And even though some people might not want you to be a part of their choir. Cause I know my cousin Derek Bounds, that was like last year in the summertime, and my cousin, her name Tony Cooley Smith, and I remember we was at the church, and I remember I text my cousin Derek Bounds and trying to ask him when they were gonna ever have choir practice. I see how they did me. It showed up the church at my best friend's funeral and sung at his funeral and tried to make me feel bad. Baby, you didn't make me feel bad. You made yourself look really, really strange performing at someone's funeral that you didn't really know. So I always gonna have feedback against family and stuff, cause by you not trying to stop me from singing "I Love You, Jesus" at my man's funeral, it just really made y'all look ignorant and stupid. And another thing, I'm gonna tell how this felt. I could tell Morgan Sterling, her friend, the one named Derek Bound, I'm gonna tell straight to Morgan Sterling. If she see my podcast, she'll know and probably get angry and disappointed in the ones in the JP. Cause I remember that day she was saying something, watch what you was doing. She don't mean no harm what she's doing, but the thing is, she must know about Derek Bounds. Didn't even want me to go to her brother's grave to see her brother buried, and then they want to take me over there. That's how Derek Bounds is, my cousin. He being shady. He said he didn't want to go back to Morgan Sterling's house around her family. So that's being a hypocrite is a Christian. If you gonna sit there and don't want me to seem like I did something, but I know what I did for her brother, and God know what I did for him. I made sure he had food when he was at my home. I made sure that he was happy, and I made sure I treated him out to dinner at nighttime or day. It didn't matter what day it was. But I know one thing: the deceased had told me this before he deceased. Like he wasn't that he hadn't passed away. But I'm gonna tell y'all how this on my podcast. I can say whatever I want on my podcast because when I publish this, yeah, people get mad at what I say. So if you got different people don't want you to sing at a church and but they want to be seen themselves, but even though I sing very beautiful, but when it's my day coming, but I ain't gotta just, let people know my business. But I know that's some shady stuff. Okay, I love my cousin Jeremiah Price. He's a very kind Christian. And I said, I remember whenever I went on a post on Facebook and the young man named Derek Bounds, I believe that he might been dating my my friend's sister. So he took her out to go hang with her. They might be just friends. But in the way I look at it is uh if she really know him like I know him, okay, about months ago in 2023, I asked him what he wanted for his birthday. He said he wanted $200. That's kind of high standard. But see, way I look at it, it's kind of really, cheesy to ask women for money. You know what I'm saying? Most men get out there and make their own money. So I don't be looking for a grown man coming up to me and they 20 years old asking me for money. But to me, when you trying to do a group and stuff, you got to really get into what you doing. Even though he's a Christian, but I thought by me not getting to go to the graveyard, the view to see my friend buried into the ground, well, even though Morgan's brother was real, real close with me. And some people probably I didn't realize that he was dating me, but he really was dating me. like I had been dating him in like my fiance. He was like my fiance for 2 years, and then we started dating like 6 or 7. I think it was 6 months ago. And I said that was the best 6 months of my life to understand that he cared that much about me. So when I did share tears at my home, but when I got to across there to the church house when his, you know, funeral services was, so my best friend Demetri Sterling, I looked at him in the casket, y'all, and I just, I stared because I know now he had my cell phone number and everything because I always told him that I always call my cell phone if he needed me for, needed me for anything. And that's how it was. He had my cell phone number to contact me. And, like I just showed him unconditional love. That's what it was. And I thought that was a very good thing of being a very loving young lady like I was, to make sure that he was took care of and made sure that the young man always had a smile on his face and very graceful. And and I mean, it used to be so many things. um See, it was a lot of different things. He came to my house. He sit down, told me his problems. He told me like my cousin Derek Bounds would be over there singing, or cousin Jeremiah was singing too. But I kept thinking, well, that time when, like, yeah, they was practicing and stuff. And I remember my best friend Demetri, he said, well, you need to talk to your cousin Derek Bound, because see, if he don't want you to be like in the choir or sing with them in the church, and your cousin Tony doing the singing, even though I can sing too. But the thing is, some people ought to let you do your singing, because I mean, that don't mean she sing like me, but that might have been just, they was being in a respectful way, trying to be respectful toward Morgan. But even though Morgan ain't understanding how deep it was with me and her brother though. Like, I'm trying to understand her. And then I think the florist where they doing the flowers and stuff, that place was closed when I was trying to buy him a flower. And then like we hadn't got our utility check. It wasn't I wasn't trying not to buy him anything. It was like things had happened so quick through that week. It wasn't nothing really I could do about the situation, but I did get to tell his sister that I will get her brother a flower to put on his grave. But I feared my cousin Derek Bounds, like that day when they had, I think Morgan, yeah, Morgan, her mother and her 3 daughters, they had left the church. They was behind the hearse, I remember. And I remember what come out my cousin Derek. Ma said he didn't know where the graveyard was, or didn't know where they were burying my friend. So I guess my cousin did not really want me to go to the graveyard or take me to the graveyard to pay respects to my, my late friend, because there's only one Demetri Sterling, and he was number one in my life. He was. Jesus is number one, but he was my number one, main connection with someone was a Gemini June the 6th. And so like this year or 2024, he would have been turning 50 years old. So my thing was, when you got family and people, stepping in and singing and trying to make you happy, the main thing was the one I remember Demetri always had told me, he said you go to that church, and if something would have happened, like it did, something did happen to him. He had a heart attack, and he wanted me to join, be in the choir. He said, your cousin Derek ought to be ashamed of himself, just want to be, like you in the choir, but you trying to be seen. But the thing is, you ought to want me to be on board to sing in the choir where I can be blessed. But even though I do YouTube, I'm still gonna be blessed no matter if nobody don't want you to sing in the choir. Everybody trying to be seen. Everybody trying to like take advantage of me or make me feel like I can't do something. And that's where I be feeling sometimes. Bible class is good, and then a person let you be a part of something at church, and I don't want to be all in the camera and all that. Being on the camera ain't don't mean a thing. You singing for the Lord, but is your spirit right with the Lord? You can sing on Facebook all you want, because that day when I had filmed, um what I film in my phone, it be my business. If I want to put something out with the video of my cousin them, I will, because no one's not gonna stop me from videoing the children. These are young kids, like they like to me, they kids under me, but they're grown adults. But if a person don't want you to video something, that means they got the demon in them, or being hypocritical, or they getting in their feelings because they didn't want them in the choir. See, like if you can't sing, they ain't gonna put you in that choir. But some people, you have to have a love of respect for people, because see, by me doing YouTube, I'm on YouTube, and sometimes it take a little bit while, a long time. Like I've been doing mine like 16 years and going on 17 years. You got to strive to get where you want to get in this world. You better use your talents, exercise, eat right, for you to get more into what you're doing. Because my YouTube page is flying. Like if people ain't on board with me, see, I had went to Shady Grove this Sunday. I enjoyed myself down there at the church, and and I'm trying to make sure when my baby son come back my way and my kids and stuff, even though you be an ask somebody like a family member, I remember I had asked cousin Derek, like last year, and then I asked Morgan Sterling. It ain't nothing wrong with Morgan Sterling doing that, because she was been my, she was like to me, I still call her sister-in-law, because to me, Demetri would call me on FaceTime and try to get me to, like talk to his sister. And I be talking to him, and I said, oh, your sister beautiful. He used to put me on there, and I be like, man, I love your sister. I would never let nobody do nothing to his sister. I will always protect Morgan Sterling, because they're my man, sister, and my sister-in-law. And I was always chatting with him, and I might not have got to go to everything like family reunions and everything, because I was doing my my Facebook and my cooking show and all that, and I had a lot of stuff. He said, "You're a busy woman." He would always tell me, "You're so busy. You busy." I told him, "Baby, I'm striving to get to the top, Demetrius Sterling." That's what I would always. And Demetri be telling me all the time. He said, "Well, you gonna go further and further in life, because you got what you got, and you gonna keep on striving to get where you want to go, because you're very intelligent, and you have the ability in your mindset of the goals that you want to do. Everybody can't go where you going, because you got a lot of stuff wrote down in books and stuff, that your dreams gonna come true, because God is making a way for my dreams to come true. Who got a cooking show in this world coming through their own apartment, and I'm cooking with Chef Ashley Carter and Purple Table Talk, and it's so many blessings coming my way. People be amazed. I write the stuff down in my book, and I'm not ashamed to say how I feel. All my younger cousins, all the ones that's out here trying to get somewhere, um, just keep on being who you are and praising God. When people start hating on you, just look at them and just stare and say, wow, just get out there and do something with your life. Don't just sit up there and just waste your life. Do something that's going to make a potential in life. Yes, singing gospel is one of the things that I'm real good at. But people look at spies of, oh, I don't want this person to do this. How people know what you thinking? How people know what you doing? Yeah, I can put stuff out like how I feel about something. Sometimes, things just, I mean, you ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but you gotta stay in the word of God for God to continue to keep on blessing you with what you do got. Like if my dream is to sing and do cooking show and my podcast, can't nobody stop me from doing any of this. Long as you save your money. Now the JP in the integrity group is a good group. It's the thing is sometimes you gotta slow down. Don't go too fast, cousins, cause everybody is in this world ain't for y'all, but I'm for y'all. So when I video you at church, and if somebody got a problem with me videoing you, that means they ain't for you. I'm for you because I'm videoing. If I didn't pick up my phone and video y'all, that means I didn't care, right? If I pick it up, that means I care. I want y'all to be rich, be rich and wealthy and won't want for nothing. Y'all be blessed in the name of Jesus, because I know you got to watch who you around. Surround yourself around, because everybody ain't for your dream. But I know I'm for y'all. But I still would love to be in the choir at Anointed Word Church, because Anointed Word Church is a good, wholesome church. Miss Rose Bumper, she's the pastor. Mr. Otis Bumper, all of the people is good people. It's just you got to figure out, keep in touch with everybody where you can be a part of some at church. Because if you can't be a part of nothing at church, it feel like you ain't connected. I might have got a little busy this Wednesday. I didn't go to Bible class this Wednesday, but the other Wednesday ago I went. Sometimes you be wanting a ride or getting a ride to the church. You ain't expecting me to walk to the church all the time, Dairy Bound. Cause I know, cause one night when I went to Bible class, the pastor, the pastor did ask me, but I didn't know uh, should I ride? But I could have rode. And I went on and walked home. And then my cousin Derek, he had gave the young lady a ride, one of his cousins, the young lady, and went on past the courthouse and went on home. And it was on a freezing night cold. So, I mean, a Christian ain't going to leave you down there at the church. So, just work on stuff, Derek Bounds, my cousin, because I mean, he might not be perfect, but I still love my cousin. Because, he just, 20 and, 20 years old trying to make it. So it's about months and months. He got a long way to go to his birthday when July the 28th, 2024. So it takes a lot to, grow up and stuff. But he did ask about me, I think he did. And he got to be, by me doing social media, I have to be protected at all times, cousin Derek Bound. I can't be just out here like that. Family, if you family, you love me, just as much as my mama be loving me. Cause I know when you on social media, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. I mean, I do a cooking show from my home. I do a lot of stuff. So it's 11:20. So God bless y'all. How I love my sons with all my might. Ah, oh, hey. I love Chrisshawn Darnell Clark, Chrisshawn Darnell Clark, Damien Tyrese Clark, Darnell Clark, my ninth grader. He has autism. He's 16 years old. I love Damien Tyrese Clark, my 12-year-old, my fifth grader. God bless you all, children, and I hope y'all have an amazing day in school. Peace, and blessings. Show love to all. And I am your host, Miss Ashley Denise Carter, and this is our show. Love you.